Hello everybody, CW here. Look what I got. Guess you'll never guess what it is. Come on now. No, you know me. What is it? Of course it's a scope. We're going to put a new scope on the Chipmunk. You just watched me shoot the Chipmunk. And I said how that little bitty 3-power scope wasn't so great for distance, for precision type shooting. And I said that I want to do a challenge with the handgun. I want to make up a more precision handgun challenge. And you can't do that without having a little bit of a better optic. And I didn't want to go super fancy, and there's not really a lot out there for handguns. And I said I could have put a rifle scope on it, and that's probably the best option if I was going to try and do the rifle challenges, the 50-yard rifle challenges. But I want to try and do something that can be shot with with that handgun, or somebody with a Contender. But I don't want to make it so that's the only kind of pistol you can use. I want to make it so that you can do this with a Ruger Mark II, a Buck Mark, a 10-22 pistol, any one of the handguns, rimfire handguns that you might have. And I'd like to do something that it could be shot off a bench or offhand. I don't really know how. I'm just kind of batting it around in my head. But I want to make it open to a lot, because I know there's not a lot of people that do the handguns, and even less that are willing to show how they shot, because people don't shoot handguns so well. And it's not about that. It's just about having fun. So I'm thinking, bigger size targets, and maybe 25 yards, not 50 yards, to make it a little bit closer in. And then maybe a medium sized, or just a little bigger than what the rifle stuff is, of course, but maybe quite a bit bigger for offhand pistol shooting, people who want to compete that way. And then maybe extra bonus points if they hit the smaller ones, and then make smaller targets as well and make them required if you're shooting, let's say that 10-22 pistol, or a Contender, or my Cricket, or what's the other one called? Cricket or Chipmunk, one of those. Something a little more precision. Make it a little smaller targets, a little more required to shoot, to level the playing field a little bit. It might be fun. I'm just kind of batting the idea around. Again, like I said, I got stuff to shoot. I've been issued a challenge from Hasbro, and I really got to get off my behind and get that done. But in the meantime, I looked around, and I went on eBay, and I found this hammers. I believe these are Weaver copies. And this one here is, doesn't even say, huh, does it? 2-7 by 32. I wanted to get a little more power. I would have liked to get a little more than this, up near 10 power, but just doesn't. There's just not a lot out there. So I got what I could get, and this is what I could get. It was not overly expensive. Nothing's for sale here. This is my use, my bought, my paid for. I'm just showing you little unboxing here. Hopefully it's good. It does not have parallax adjust, which is not a big deal because it is a pistol scope, so it's going to have a shorter parallax setting. Pistol scopes generally are more closer to 50 yards, so should be okay that way. Capped turrets, speed focus here, a little bit loose feeling, but positive. This is also pretty easy to turn, not excessively easy. It'll stay put. It'll work. And the turrets, I believe these are finger adjust. Yes, finger adjust. And what you expect. It's not an expensive scope. Fully coated Optics. Let's see if I can see through this. And it's a 30-30 reticle. It looks pretty darn clear. Of course, I'm only looking at it here in the shop. So let me find some rings. It comes with rings, so let's see what these look like. Maybe I can use these if they're not too high. Oh, they're not bad. They're not bad. But they're weaver style. I need the 3/8 dovetail. So we'll put these on the shelf and we'll pull out what I've got. All right, let me get it on. Can't show you that, YouTube rules. But there's the scope. Pretty simple. Yeah, made in China. We knew that going in. Hammers is the brand. And like I said, I believe it's a Weaver copy. I grabbed it off of eBay. You can check it out for yourself. See if it's something you might like. Let me get it on and mount it up. Stand by. There it is. Pretty easy. Pretty simple. This is a really, really good set of rings. I've got it mounted up in, but it's the first one I grabbed. And they're not too awful tall. They're a little taller than I like, but I want to make sure I had room for the bolt to work. And it gives you a little extra room here when you're loading and unloading bullets. So there we go. I'll get this sighted in. It'll give me up to 7 power. Should be good. Check it out on an upcoming range video. There we go. A Hammers 2 to 7x32 variable power pistol scope. Check it out. CW out.